Hey, Pop Rockers, Paul with you. I recently sat down with Chris Rose and we spoke about his new song, Cold Beer Buzz. So we're about to speak to Chris. If you're into country music, stick around. But before we get to Chris, if you like what we're doing, head over to Buy Me a Coffee / Pop Rock Radio, and you can help us out by making a small donation by buying us a coffee. We've got things starting from donations starting from $2 right up to station sponsorship. So if you want to sponsor our station, yeah, we'd love it. Love to have you on board. If you want to support us in another way, you can head to poprockradio.com.au and hit up the merch store, and you can grab yourself a t-shirt, a nice Pop Rock Radio t-shirt or hat, or some Chelsea Berman posters. We have more posters coming very, very soon. So, yeah, stick around. Chris Rose coming right up now. His song after the interview. So stick around and watch his song, watch the track, or listen to his track. And, yeah, enjoy. So, Chris, Cold Beer Buzz, your new song.
Yeah, brand new tune.
Yeah, tell us all about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mixture between rock, country, and kind of like a new pop dance thing. It's like a bit of a mixture of all my kind of influences coming together. The song's the production was kind of meant to be like a bit of a take on almost like a Billie Eilish type bass line, and then we sort of added some like AC/DC guitars in the chorus and kind of built it up with some country vibes. Yeah, the song's basically just a classic beer drinking song.
How did you
about hanging out with your mates.
How did you come up with it?
I was checking the surf. I live here in Port Macquarie on the mid-north coast, so about 5 hours north from Sydney, and I pretty much check the surf every day, and I find that a lot of song ideas come to me when I'm cruising around in the car and checking the surf.
Do you surf?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Not as much as I used to now, but yeah, it's a bit cold and it's kind of been storming here for a long time.
So that's going to lead me to another question, is how does a surfer do country music? Of all things?
Yeah, it's a bit
I thought you'd be like...
I'm not really like your straight down the line country artist. Like, I'm not going to deny that. But I kind of have that country influence as well as a surfy vibe, and I kind of bring that together with my own sort of rock singer-songwriter sound, I guess. Like, my voice is kind of not your typical country voice. It's not super like low sounding. But I sort of have my own twang going on, kind of influenced by us and the Eagles and that sort of side of country, I guess, a bit more so.
Yeah, because I could just picture you there with your cowboy hat on and pull it up in your combi van and listen to Hootie Gurus and
right down the street. In between a few worlds, which kind of works against me and for me. I feel like I have my own unique vibe and my own unique sound, but I don't really fit into any specific genre, like straight down the middle of a genre. I'm kind of doing my own thing. Yeah.
Now, in some research, we're going to bit of a segue here in a second, but I was doing some research, and where's my thingy? You did a song with one of our favourites that we've recently interviewed and we've been pushing on Pop Rock Radio.
Yeah.
You did a duet with Chelsea Berman.
Yeah.
That was about a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. 2022. One of my favourite releases, that one.
Yeah.
Chelsea's got an amazing voice.
Yeah.
It works so well.
How did you get together on that track?
I think I was just following her like on social media, and a fellow I was working with in the country business, he kind of, I think he used to manage her or something, and I just thought that she'd be a good match. Like, she's a great artist, great singer, and I was looking to do a duet on this song, and I sent her a message and she was keen straight away. So that just came about pretty easily.
Well, we're going to insert it in here right about now. So if you we'll insert it and people can have a listen, because it's a pretty good song. And
that'd be awesome. Yeah, Things We Shouldn't Do, it's called. I actually co-wrote that song with George Shepherd from the band Shepherd.
Wow, wicked,
yeah, which was really cool. I kind of had the idea for the pre-chorus of that song when I was in the studio, and George sort of had verse one sort of came to him, and we just had this big mashup of ideas, and that's the song that came out.
Is he as funny in real life as what he appears when you see him on?
Yeah, a really, really funny
Yeah.
dude. He's really smart. He's a
Yeah.
champion.
I wouldn't mind having a chat to him one day because, I just watch his
Yeah,
videos.
he's really funny. You should have a
Yeah.
chat to him. He's
So
a cool guy.
Cold Beer Buzz, now, correct me if I'm wrong, produced with Stuart Stuart?
Yeah, Stuart's produced
Yeah.
all my tracks since 2018, I
Yeah.
think.
Because
2018, yeah.
he did, he also produced some Shepherd music too, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did Geronimo, and
Yeah.
he's done Coming Home as well. I think Shepherd's biggest hits. And
Yeah.
yeah, he's worked with them since they first started. I think Let Me Down Easy and all those
Yeah.
tracks.
Yep.
Yeah, he's an amazing producer.
That's great. The talent we've got in Australia is amazing, I reckon. We're
Oh yeah,
trying to do more. We're trying to get something going. It's hard business. It is.
yeah, it sure
It
is
makes you
hard.
want to have
It's
a
kind
cold
of
beer.
it does. Problem with cold beer is it's good at the time, but it's not great the next
Well, it
day.
depends on how many you have. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I have been known to go over the top a bit.
Yeah, in my younger days, but not anymore. I can't handle the headaches.
Yeah, I know. It gets worse as you
Yep.
get older. The hangovers do.
So we got you from Port Macquarie. I've lived in Port Macquarie when I was a young child. It's a beautiful
Oh, did
place.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't been there for a
nice.
while.
And whereabouts are you based at?
We're in Western Australia.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, a bit of a
Awesome.
time delay. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. I know it's must be getting
Yeah.
on over where you are.
About 7:30, I think.
Oh, almost
here.
time for home and away.
Yeah, almost.
All right. Okay. How old were you when you knew you wanted to be an artist and start playing music?
Oh, I sort of knew that I was a singer from when I was about 5 or 6, when I first started talking, I guess, and then I started singing along to the radio, and kind of knew I had a good voice, I think, from that moment, and I just really enjoyed it. And kind of as I got into high school and stuff, I joined some bands and started some different duos and bands, and kind of did some covers and started getting into rock music.
Well,
then I sort of, as I got 16 or so, I kind of started doing singer-songwriter stuff, and that's kind of where my country sort of coastal vibe came into it.
I like that coastal vibe. That's cool. Hey, I normally ask, I throw in a bit of a controversial question just to get people thinking. And something you just said just triggered a thought of mine. And I'm going to ask you this. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to, right? When you're going through like high school and things, now high school for teenagers can be a tricky place.
It can.
You know, everyone's trying to find their feet, find where they are, where they fit in society, and things like that. Now, how was it going through high school and being a singer? How was it? Did you did the kids around you enjoy your singing, or did they tell you to shut up, or did they did you get bullied, or did you get picked on, or did they people come along and want to help you? Did they?
Yeah. No, that's a really good question. Really interesting question, actually. That was a big part of my high school years, I guess, being a singer. We used to have these things called variety concerts at our school, where we had this big like hall thing that was kind of like a mini stadium. And all the parents and all the families and stuff would come to this variety concert. It was at night, and they'd kind of like sell food and drinks, and it was like a big concert. And I was kind of always the star of those shows. That was a kind of big part of me getting started with music. And so the first song I ever sang, a friend of mine played acoustic guitar and I sang, and it was You're Beautiful by James Blunt. That was pretty funny. All the young kids used to get
I can imagine the tweets afterwards.
Oh, it was hilarious. They'd always like point at me and say, You're beautiful, you're beautiful, and just like play me out and stuff. But
wicked.
I don't know. I think some of the girls thought it was pretty cool that I could sing. Some of the guys thought it was a bit lame, and everybody just had a joke and just knew that I was that guy who sung that song. It's a pretty cheesy song to start singing. No. I've always been a bit of a cheesy guy, to be honest, like with my music. Like other people are right into Triple J, like my friends, and they always say, why don't you do more like really cool rock and roll stuff, or like why don't you get more into this and that? But I've always liked like just really good love songs and just really good songs with great singers and stuff that sort of verges on like pop music and country music, and that's my thing.
It's good because like obviously there's a lot of different genres around, but when you hear a good pop song, it really gets you going. And
Yeah, it does. I've always been like, a bit of a sucker for a really good love song or a heartbreak ballad or something.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to get into some technical questions. Are you ready for some technical questions? All right.
Yeah, sure.
Where did you get the inspiration for the song from?
Yeah, this is a funny one. I was actually listening to another song by Sheryl
Yeah.
Crow. I think it was "All I Wanna
Yeah.
Do Is Have Some Fun" on the radio. And I just heard like, and I've got a feeling I'm not the
Yeah.
only one. And I just thought that was, and she says something about Colby
Yeah.
Buzz in
Yeah,
her
she does too,
verse.
yeah.
Yeah, and I sort of put that together with "I've got a feeling I'm not the only one," and kind of added my own melody. And I was like, oh, is this too close, like as
Yeah.
melody and stuff? And I just had this guitar riff, just sort of come to me all at once, and I just put it in a voice
Yeah.
memo, and yeah, that was the idea, and that sort of stuck with me for like 4 months or so. I was getting ready to go to the studio, maybe
Yeah.
6 months later, and I just thought that Cold Beer Buzz title and the melody and the guitar riff as a package was probably my strongest idea at the
Yeah.
time, and kind of just developed it in my head
Yeah.
over those months. Yeah,
So do you have an EP?
it was quite natural.
Oh, yeah. Is there an EP coming with the song, or is it just a song on its own?
It's kind of just a song on
Yeah.
its own at the moment, but I do have enough songs for an EP,
Yeah.
like between like, Things We Shouldn't Do, which I released with
Yeah.
Chelsea in 2022, and this song, and
Yeah.
a few others I've released, and probably some upcoming stuff. Like I should whip together some sort of
Yeah.
album, I reckon.
So this question, the next technical one, is probably you've probably answered it 100 times, but how do you prepare for writing? Like you just said, you just pulled up to the and just
Yeah. Yeah, I actually don't really. I used to, when I first got started, sorry, a bit
Yeah.
of a tongue twister I put myself through there. But when I first got started with songwriting, I used to co-write and stuff because I had
Yeah.
a development deal with Sony, and their idea was that we should get in the studio with other people and co-write stuff and make demos and submit them all. But I found like through my experience that I had all these different sounds and ideas, and I didn't really know who I was because I was going to write with different people all the time.
Yeah.
So I just, over in recent years, I found Stuart Stuart, who I work really well with, the producer, and I just kind of compile my own ideas. I don't really sit down and write songs. I just come up with voice memos of different ideas, and I've got guitar riffs ready to go and all sorts of stuff that kind of match these songs, and they kind of just develop in my mind. I kind of know what I want to hear, and I just have to kind of convey that to Stuart, and he sort of really pushes me really hard to get the lyrics kind of as original and as cool as possible, and he's got great ideas with that stuff, but he kind of doesn't interfere with the songwriting side of things. It's kind of like a torture process. By the time you get to the studio, it's like you got to work really hard to get the lyrics right.
Do you have any rituals or superstitions or anything like that?
Not overly, but I do think that music is kind of like a spiritual thing to me, and I don't really like to push it because I don't find that I really write good songs when I'm pushing myself. I just kind of let them come to me and just accumulate as ideas in my voice memo and go back through, and they kind of jog my memory, and old ideas come forward again and kind of they become better over time, and I usually know which ones are the strongest by the time I get to the studio.
Cool. Alrighty, what we're going to do now, we're going to do we'll do our segments, the Get to Know and the Bestest Music Quiz. Which one would you like first? What do you want to do first?
Go Get to Know.
Get to know? Cool. Get to know. Okay, I'm going to just set this up. Bang, there we are. Get to know. This is 10 questions designed for people to find out a little bit more, something a bit more about you than what you would get asked in a normal interview, or someone from the street would come up and ask you something a bit different. Are you ready?
Yes, sweet. Let's go.
Pick one of these. International Roast or Blend 43?
Blend 43 sounds interesting. Are these coffee brands?
Instant coffee.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I kind of go between all different coffees. Like people I know have their one coffee they get every day, but one day could be a long black, one day a piccolo, one day a latte, one day a cappuccino.
What was the last pic you took on your phone?
Last pic I took on my phone. I think it was yesterday. I took a photo of at a gig that I was playing. Just another artist named Heath Lancaster was playing a set, and I went up to the stage and took a photo of him. Yeah, performing.
Okay, fill in the gap. My something got me into trouble.
Oh wow. I'd say my car got me into trouble.
Speed and fines.
Yeah. I got myself into trouble in the car.
Have you ever broken up with someone via text?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, maybe like a job or something. It's quite scary with jobs.
Music jobs or work jobs?
Oh, I usually like real jobs.
Yeah, that don't count.
Yeah.
What's your favourite season? Summer, winter, spring, or autumn?
Maybe spring. Spring's a treat.
Oh, why?
Yeah, I would say summer. We just went through a pretty horrendous summer. I found it too hot.
Over here, we normally have 12 days a year that hit 40. This summer just gone, not one day over 40. I was so disappointed. I was disappointed. I want it hot. Hot.
Oh, it was damn hot here in Port Macquarie and humid.
Oh, I love it. Oh. Hey, does pineapple go on pizza?
Oh, definitely. Cool. Yeah, the more the merrier.
From memory, who is your first on social media?
First at? Oh, wow. I don't know. I'd have to say probably my wife.
Yeah.
Ruby, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. It was so long ago.
Okay, fill in the gap. I lost my something at the cinema.
I lost my something. Oh, I lost my wallet at the cinema.
Do you know how many people have lost their wallets at the cinema?
Oh, yeah, I lose everything at the cinema.
Okay, remove one of these from history. R&B, pop, heavy metal, or country music?
Oh, I'd say probably heavy metal, to be honest. Like, I can appreciate like 3 songs, but God, it does make it. It's crazy.
I went through a stage where I'm still probably in the stage where Screamo. There's some good Screamo bands out there.
I find it a bit just so intense for the brain. Yeah. And the ears. It's crazy.
It's good being deaf and stupid.
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't. No, it's good. Hey, final question. What's your hangover cure?
Oh, hangovers. Hangovers are like my worst nightmare.
Once you get older.
I get some bad ones these days. But yeah, probably the only thing that can save me sometimes is like a red Barocca. Maybe some coconut water and
hair of the dog. So this is iced tea. I told you before I'm drinking iced tea. So look, I can prove it. There you go.
Looks tasty. Making me thirsty.
Well, I'm addicted to Lipton's iced teas. Like,
oh, nice. Yeah, they're very nice.
And then my girlfriend bought me some SodaStream Lipton's iced tea, and I was like, oh
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to do our next.
You need like a good drink when you're in the studio doing stuff.
Yeah. We've got lots of.
Everybody's got their drink of choice that they just drink.
We've got gin
constantly.
We've got a gin cabinet.
My producer's always got Pepsi Max. He's got this big glittery gold cup, and he's always sipping on Pepsi Max.
I couldn't think of anything worse.
Oh, it's crazy.
Well, it could be LA Ice. So.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
LA Ice goes all right with Jim Beam, actually. Yeah, it's not too bad because it's really sweet, so you put it in there, it's not bad. All right, are you ready for our next segment?
Yeah, sugary.
This is music trivia, 10 questions. The test to see how much.
Wow, this is going to be hard.
Yep. You can't pass.
Okay.
And we generally lose count after about 2 or 3 questions, so don't get stressed out.
Yeah, right.
Okay, first question. Who sang You Can't Touch This?
Was it like, who's that guy? You can't touch this. Is that the one you're talking about?
That's the one.
Is it MC Hammer or something?
Yes, got it. MC Hammer.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ooh. Spice Girls released their debut album in 1996. What was the name of the album?
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue, Was it like Spice World or
just
something?
Spice.
Spice Girls World?
Just Spice.
Oh, just Spice. Yeah, right.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Multiple choice. You might be able to, you might get this one.
Multiple choice. These are the ones I did good at school.
Did you always pick C?
Oh, I just went for a random guess. I tried to be psychic. I was like, what would they do? It's like a little bit psychic.
Well, the theme song for The Big Bang Theory was by A, Smash Mouth, B, Bare Naked Ladies, C, Counting Crows, or Three Doors Down.
Maybe Counting Crows?
No, Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, sure. Wow. Never even heard of them.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. You wouldn't.
Sounds cool.
Okay, do you know the band Walk the Moon? Cool.
Yeah, I do.
Next question is, the band Walk the Moon had the hit Shut Up and Dance. True or false?
Yep. True.
That was their first one in Australia, I believe. So,
yeah.
They did have another song, and a song that he wrote about his school teacher. So,
true.
Yeah,
that was an absolute song, Shut Up and Dance.
Yep. And the thing was, he was, I'm pretty sure the girl in the video clip, he was dating her at the time.
Oh,
and then after that album, his dad passed away, and he reevaluated his life, and that's when he announced to the world that he was going to be gay.
Yep, oh, really?
There you go. Yeah. So that's a big turnaround. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you'll know this one for certain. Amy Shepherd has a song, Something Guitar. Is it purple, red, green, or blue?
Blue guitar. This song kept showing up after my song on Spotify. Yeah. Every time I'd play my song on Spotify, I think I listened to my own song about 8 times.
Are you allowed to do that?
Night when I released it. Yeah, you can listen to it as many times as you want. And that song, Blue Guitar, just kept showing up after it. So. Yeah, it's a cool track.
You get much listens on or streams on Spotify?
Yeah, it's not amazing. Spotify is probably the thing that I want to grow the most, that I'm kind of lacking. Like my Apple's going really good because I've been added to lots of good playlists across Apple.
That's good.
They're super supportive. Kind of haven't had that same support from Spotify yet, but I am growing my fan base, and it's quite. I guess I'm getting more followers and all sorts of stuff, and it seems to be building up. So it's going pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Justin Timberlake was in which band?
Was it NSYNC or something?
That's the one.
That's the one.
Oh, this is one of my favourite questions. What the hell's on Joey's head is a line from which Nickelback song?
What the hell's on Joey's head? What the hell is on Joey's head? That is such a random line. Is that on Photograph?
It is. Photograph, you're the first one to get it. He's a closet Nickelback fan.
Yeah, I do like that song. It's a banger.
Okay, Love Me Like You Do was Ellie Goulding's first #1 single in Australia. True or false?
I'd say true.
It was.
That was a big hit.
Okay, you're pretty on top of all this music trivia. This one will get you. Anthony Field and Jeff Fatt from the Wiggles were originally from which band?
Oh, the Cockroaches. I've actually met the Wiggles manager, and that was one of the most inspiring things I've ever done. Yeah, he was really cool. He's so business and so knowledgeable. They were just a huge business. They made a lot of money.
I went to see them as the Cockroaches back in the day in Sydney. So, last question.
Yeah, right.
This is a country one. You should get this. Taylor Swift. Yeah, Taylor Swift was discovered in 2005 when she played at what Nashville venue?
Oh, I only know a few. Is it Bluebird Cafe?
Bingo, you got it.
Got it?
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. I'm smarter than I thought I was.
No, so, all righty. Back to the talking about Cold Beer Buzz. It's out now on all the streaming services. Video clip coming really, really soon. So
that's
so we'll get it, stitch it on the end of this video, and pump it out.
Nice.
So what's in the future for you? What do you got planned?
I've got a couple of really exciting songs I'm kind of working on at the moment. One track called Country Style, which I think could be a really cool thing. It's kind of like a throwback to almost like the blue suede shoes type thing with Elvis and that sort of standard chord progression, but I'm kind of putting my own spin on a blues country track, and it's got some really cool lyrics. So I think I'll go and work on that. I'm pretty excited about that. And
cool.
A couple of other songs, and I'd say just pumping out some more singles. Getting my band show kind of really tight. We've been playing some local gigs here and kind of developing that. even more and seeing if we can get out there and start doing some touring.
Yeah.
I have done some touring in the past, but not for a few years now. So definitely want to get out there.
How far have you gone?
Start doing that again.
Have you come to Western Australia yet?
I've done like Australia. I haven't done a West Oz thing yet, but I'd love to.
Yeah.
Would love to go and check out. Yeah, West Oz is definitely on the list.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Tasmania would be great.
Everyone normally skips Western Australia, but we've got Coldplay coming. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
They've just released a second show too, so.
Oh wow. That sounds like it's going to be incredible.
We've got and then Goo Goo Dolls and Matchbox 20 in February as well.
Oh no, I saw that announced.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Chris
cool.
Rose in March.
No, imagine if I'd love to get on a tour with someone. That's kind of back in the day, I had some opportunities to tour with people. I had an agent and stuff when I was with Sony, but kind of been all on my own for a few years now.
Well,
I'd love to get out
Chelsea's going overseas. She's going to Nashville in a week or two.
Yeah.
Pity you couldn't do that. She could do one show, you could do another show, and you could segue with the duet.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Then,
that'd be so cool.
Yeah, we'd have.
Yeah, we should do something like that in Tamworth maybe next year.
That'd be wicked.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Definitely, yeah. Teaming up with people is the way to go because, you get 2 fan bases or 3 fan bases in one. And
no, it's good.
It works.
Yep. So, anyway, thank you for joining us. 7:30 Home and Away should be starting anytime soon. So, I'll get back to it.
I'm going to go have my dinner.
Yeah. Cool. So we won't hold you up anymore. Thank you very much for joining us.
No worries,
keep us updated with.
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
It's all good. Keep us updated on any shows you do. We can whack them on our gig guide and things. So get Nadia. Tell Nadia to send all your shows to us. And
sick. Yeah, we'll do.
All right, take care.
All right, thanks so much, man. Have a great night.
I've been waiting for the time to come. I've been counting down the hours till the shift gets done. Just wanna dance under neon lights. I got 24 cans, they're stacked on ice. I don't know about everybody else, but I think all this hard work must be bad for my health. I don't care anymore, it's time to kick down the doors. We're gonna put these wheels in drive. I love a cold beer buzz in the Saturday sun, and I'm feeling like I'm not the only one. Not gonna think twice when the weekend comes. Let's turn it up and therefore I'm feeling like a loaded gun. It ain't nothing like cold beer buzz. Nobody's gonna tell me what to do. I'm chasing that feeling through the afternoon. I'm 10 foot tall and bulletproof. It's time to kick up some dust, 'cause life's for living loose. And everybody's throwing down. We're all pumped and fueled up for a night on the town. I don't care where we go, but there's one thing we know. It's gonna be a hell of a time. I love a cold beer buzz in the Saturday sun, and I'm feeling like I'm not the only one. Not gonna think twice when the weekend comes. Let's turn it up and therefore I'm feeling like a loaded gun. Just let it sink in, I'm done with thinking. We're here to light up a party all night long. One thing's for certain, I'm tired of working. Let's light 'em up at the bar.